Yeah. Hex started from the bottom, now it's here. Hex started from the bottom, now it's all way up there. Started from the bottom, now it's here. Hex started from the bottom, now it's all way up there. Started from the bottom, now it's here. Hex started from the bottom, now it's all way up there. Started from the bottom, now it's here. Hex started from the bottom, now it's all way up there. Hey! What's up, crypto world, crypto land, crypto entities? It's crypto everything. It's your boy Smok, man. And I want to welcome you back to Warren Buffett versus Hex. Hex is the first decentralized certificate of deposit on the blockchain. For more information about Hex, you can click the link down at the bottom to find out about the fundamentals of Hex and how it works. So, in today's video, we're going to go back and look at the investment and compare it and contrast it. And we're going to go over options and derivatives in this Hex game. I'm not telling you what to do. This is not financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose everything. You can lose your mama house. You can lose your house. You can lose your car. You can lose your 401k. You can lose everything. But I like to compare, contrast, see if Hex can reach the same amount that Warren Buffett said that if you would have taken $114 and invested it over 71 years, can it reach 400K? Like he said, if you would have invested it in the stock market or the S&P 500 over that time, it would have grew to over 400,000. So, before we get started, make sure you follow me on library.tv, Smokdecentralized, YouTube-Bigsmok Crypto, Instagram, Bigsmok Crypto, Telegram, Bigsmok0078. And I'll leave those handles down at the bottom so you can follow your boy. So, let's get into this. So, in the stock market, people use derivatives, or investors use derivatives to add liquidity to the market and to their position. The most popular options or derivatives would be call and put options. For those of you that don't know what calls and put options are, a call option is when you're betting that the stock is going to go up, and a put option is when you're betting that the stock goes down. Now, with those options, you buy a lot of a certain amount. Usually it's 100. But you don't have to invest. You don't have to purchase 100 shares at the market price. Because it's a derivative, you can buy a lot at a cheaper price. So people use that to add liquidity if they don't have enough to buy a whole bunch of shares, whatever the case may be. You can also sell a call if you think a stock is going to go down, and you can sell a put if you think the stock is going to go up. There are so many different ways to play the derivative market within the stock market. There's triangles, strangles, rectangles, bojangles, and all of that over there. So in the crypto market right now, we don't have that many financial tools, but I'm going to go over a couple of, I would say, derivatives or options that you may choose to play with your Hex. And you can make your own financial decision. you can make your own choices. And make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, make sure you follow, and you give me that feedback because I greatly appreciate it. So before we start talking about the options or derivatives within the Hex market or the Hex space, we're going to talk about the price, where it is. Would have got into Hex, around day 9 or so, when you can get the most bang for your buck. But we don't know what's the most bang for your buck in Hex, because at this point in time, Hex continues to grow. Hex continues to rise. So we don't know exactly where the top is. My boy Bitcoin for Life always say, it ain't no top, dog. So we don't know exactly, what the top is. So getting in now, could be a great investment. But we're going to look and we're going to see, where your investment would have been right now. So when you look at, we already go back and look at the other videos, and now it describes how you would have been able to get 990,000 Hex using a referral link, dollar cost averaging in, and all of that. So if you would just hold the Hex in a wallet on your MetaMask wallet and not touch it, you didn't even have to stake it, you didn't even have to do anything at all, that investment would be worth right now in USDC, which is equivalent to the dollar. But we don't talk that other finance one. I just use USDC because it kind of gives you an idea. It will be worth over 6,000 USDC right now for an investment of $114. It's going really well. Now, if you were to stake that on the AA lobby, let's set it for a year, 365 days, you will be looking at interest of over 198,000, and that's not including the big payday. For more information about the big payday, like I said, click the link, look at the Pumpamento video, go over all of that. I'm just doing the basics. So you will have over 198,000, not including the big payday. But that would make you eligible for the big payday. So let's just divide that by 365. So you're making about 544 Hex per day just by doing it. So if you were been in it for 120 days, you would have an extra 65,310 Hex. So you put that on top of 990,000, which you would have gotten. So you will be sitting at 1,055,310 Hex at this point in time. You're staking it up. So let's go look and see what that value is for staking up. One thing I want to say is when you stake your Hex, you have no liquidity. It doesn't add any type of, once you stake it, if you unstake your Hex, then you will take a penalty or some along that lines that could allow you to lose even the value of the original Hex that you put in. And that's one of the pumpamentals involved with Hex. So when you're looking at that, what did I say, 1,310,000. So that would be $6,544 of USDC. So that's not a bad investment over 120 days. And if you want to get involved with Hex, simple, download MetaMask, go on over to your, you just click on where it say get Ethereum and do all of that. Just click the link and you can get signed up. Now, The problem with staking up, like I said, is that you don't have any liquidity. So a person like myself, I like to have liquidity and be able to add on the point of where I can spend some of the Hex, get back some of my ROI, and be able to take advantage of the Hex price going up every single day without having to sell my core position. One of the platforms that I use for that is actually Hex Max. With this contract, which is verified, but just because something's verified doesn't mean it's guaranteed. There's no guarantees. I'm not making any guarantees. I'm not making any promises. But how this contract works is when anyone enters or exit, there's a 10% Hex fee involved with that. When someone enters, this price goes up. When someone exits, that price goes up. So this price is always going up compared to Hex. So with you, even if you have a balance right here, it's going to grow because as people come in, then it increases the Hex 4 value. So as you can see over here, all day long, people been staking and unstaking as well. Now, when someone rolls their Hex over into the unstaked balance, that also goes to feed the contract. And then also, when you unstake when you unstake your stakes, that also brings dividends into the Hex Max contract as well. So there's always something going on. I don't think it's too slow, but some people think it is, which is cool. To each his own. Everyone should have their opinion. That's what I like about crypto. You know, nobody's compressing your thoughts and your feelings about anything, and you don't have to worry if you don't like something. Now, the new kid on the block, which is Hex.Business, I'm not into this. It's something that's giving me a 2017 feeling to it. I'm not hating on it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get in it. I'm not giving anything like any opinions like that. I'm just talking about myself. If I do decide to get in it, then I'm going in light. I mean, really light. I'm talking like Drake at a Chris Brown concert light. That light. Because this is not on a trustless system like Hex 2 where it just flows. Hex 2 flows. It's on a smart contract. Everything is done. It's coded. It's put in there. It's entered. This, when you you transform your Hex over to their coin, Hex Money Coin. Hexy is what they call it. For every 1,000 Hex, you get 1 Hexy. Now, they got a lot of good things coming. And from what I'm hearing, you know, the team is solid. The developer's solid. It's something that could be a big deal. But at this point in time, you know, I'm not too interested in it. But it adds some type of liquidity because every day when you cash out, when they pay out the dividends, you can withdraw those dividends and put it right back into your wallet. Now your Hex is frozen on here, and you will never get the Hex that you put in back, but in dividends and rewards, you can make that up. So you can look at both projects, both of them add liquidity, and those are the different options along with, like if you trade Bitcoin, the leverage trading or futures trading is also in the market. I don't play those because it's easy for the exchanges to look and see everybody's going short. Let's go long. Everybody going long. Let's go short. So I don't really get into that type of game. I'm not trying to get wrecked. So I just wanted to go over those couple derivatives. You guys make your choice. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Let me know what you think about derivatives in the Hex market. It's your boy Smok. I'm out.